Welcome to the update. I'm Eleanor Quirk. Forensic testing's underway to identify 3 bodies found in a well in Mexico, feared to be the remains of 2 Perth brothers and their American friend. Jake and Callum Robinson and Jack Carter Road vanished during a surfing trip. 3 Mexicans have now been charged over their disappearance. The parents of the brothers are now making their way from Perth to Mexico, where they're expected to provide DNA samples to help with the investigation. Their son Callum had been living in the States. His neighbour James says he was well liked.
Colin's a good guy, surfer. I knew he played rugby, and he's from Australia. Like a family guy, I would say, because I met his parents when he first moved in.
The average student debt is set to be cut by $1,200 under major changes to be unveiled in next week's federal budget. More than 3 million university students, apprentices and trainees will share in the $3 billion windfall, slashing the 2023 indexation hike of 7.1%. Education Minister Jason Clare says the changes, which will be backdated, means student debt will now match the lower index.
Make sure that we wipe out what happened last year and put in law the things that we need to put in law to make sure that it never happens again.
A father whose daughter was killed in a car crash says more needs to be done to curb the road toll as National Road Safety Week kicks off. Nearly 1,200 people died on Australian roads last year. Safer Australian Roads and Highways Group President Peter Fraser says not enough is being done.
We've seen an alarming increase in the number of people being killed and seriously injured on our roads. And given the fact that the Commonwealth, states and territories have made a commitment that we were going to reduce the number of people killed.
And Coca Cola is under fire for accessing free Perth bore water and selling it as its Never Fail and Mount Franklin bottled spring water. Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, and Melbourne's ended Geelong's run of wins this season with an 8-point victory at the MCG. Cats coach Chris Scott says there were still some positives despite the loss.
Positive we take from the game is we were off and we gave ourselves a chance to win. It was obviously a slippery game. The dew was in really early, and that sort of changed the way the game was played, from a normal dry weather game. And I thought our guys adapted as the game went on. Clearly we handballed the ball too much, but the bottom line is we had our chances.
The bad luck continues for Storm fullback Ryan Pappenhausen, who suffered an ankle injury during his side's 22-20 win over the Gold Coast. To entertainment, and wild weather has forced the cancellation of a star-studded festival in Las Vegas. Janet Jackson, Mary J. Blige, Usher, Alicia Keys, Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne among the acts that were due to appear at the Lovers and Friends Festival before severe winds forced organisers to pull the plug. But never one to disappoint fans, Usher took to the stage inside at a nightclub on the Strip after the event was called off.
Cause once you get inside, all my lovers and friends, sing this hook right now.
And Travis Kelce has donned a white suit and fedora as he turned out solo for America's biggest horse race, the Kentucky Derby. The Chiefs tight end, who was without superstar girlfriend Taylor Swift, spent the night before the Derby at a pre-race event partying with the Chainsmokers. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you again soon for another episode of The Update.